Hey everyone, Flying Scorpion here, and today I'd like to share with you this powerful build I put together that takes the Boltor Prime and pushes its damage output to the extreme. The Boltor Prime used to be a popular meta weapon, but over time it's fallen behind the power curve to other weapons like melee weapons. However, the Steel Path has a 250% armor scaling multiplier, which helps increase the usefulness of puncture damage, which in turn increases the viability of this weapon. In case you didn't know, puncture damage both bypasses and deals bonus damage against ferrite armor and alloy armor, so it's specifically great to use against the Grineer. This build has a lot of moving parts that synergize together. There's a couple of arcanes, an augmented ability mod, and an optional ribbon. It's a little bit complicated, but hopefully after I explain all of the build to you, you might learn a thing or two or perhaps even be inspired to come up with your own build that uses some of the synergies explained in this video. Let's start with the weapon itself. This is a pretty standard build. You might get better results by using corrosive damage instead of viral, but since the ribbon I'm using comes with bonus heat damage, which strips 50% of the enemy's armor, it kind of steps on the toes of corrosive's status effect and lends itself well to using viral. So I'll be using viral. And by the way, the ribbon is optional, but if you can get a ribbon for Boltor Prime, it's going to help out. You may notice that this build only has a 12% crit chance, but it has a 4.4 critical multiplier. That's because we'll be relying on Harrow to boost the crit chance of this weapon, and we'll be aiming for headshots. In the Exilus mod slot, I'm using this mod called Twitch, which increases holster speed. That will make more sense in a moment. Here's the Harrow build that I'll be using. There's two main things to point out with this build: Lasting Covenant and Arcane Pistolier. Lasting Covenant makes it so that you don't have to recast your fourth ability, and it reduces the micro intensity of managing all of your buffs. Arcane Pistolier allows you to shoot the weapon for extended periods of time without reloading, just like the clip at the start of this video. So in order to trigger Arcane Pistolier, we're going to be switching back and forth between the Boltor and the pistol. Here's the pistol that I'll be using. It's a pretty straightforward kick gun build, but it also has Pax Seeker, which creates a burst of projectiles from the target that seek the heads of nearby enemies. We're going to be aiming for headshots with this build anyways, so why not make the most out of that? The nice thing about this setup is that both the pistol and the primary weapon are useful during the mission. If you want to just use the pistol, you can. If you want to just use the Boltor, you can. If you want to switch back and forth between the two, you can do that too. So there's a little bit of flexibility there, and that's always nice to have, especially during an endurance run. I don't want to make this video long, so I'll just cut straight to the gameplay so you can see for yourself how the build performs. I'll put the name of the song in the screen for you to see. If you found the video to be helpful, please leave a like or a comment, and thanks for watching.